more than the others, but still nothing for sure. The last 10 nights, you treat them all the same. The moment you do anything special for certain night, then you end up, like, as you know, Layl Qadr, this is the bare minimum, could be reached to a bid'ah even. But the thing, the last 10 nights, Rasulullah treated all the same. All the same, there's no difference. We didn't do anything special for any of the 10 nights, all the same, inshallah, even though the odd nights most likely to be the Layl Qadr. But he said, التمسوها بالعشر الأواخر, seek Layl Qadr, the last 10 nights. And he said also in the odd nights. And the scholars have said, could be the 27th more, the 25th, the 27th, could be the 29th. Allah knows best, inshallah. Hopefully for the brothers who have or gave for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tonight, Layl Qadr, so they be rewarded more and more. طيب. The chapter 27 from which is, he said, the Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam was asked about something called an-nushra. An-nushra, he said, فَقَالَ هِيَ مِنْ عَمَلِ الشَّيْطَانِ. It's curing the sihr with sihr. So, عَمَلِ الشَّيْطَانِ. Now, the Imam here, rahimahullah ta'ala, he said, بَاب مَا جَاءَ. Something, what the opinions about something curing the one who affected with sihr, with magic, cure him with magical spells. And here, subhanAllah, shows when someone, Allah subhanahu have tested him. You know, when you're affected by magic is a big thing. If you're affected, may Allah protect us all, is a big thing. So there's so many different types of magic. And some of them are really, they affect the person so much, subhanAllah. When a person happened to this happened to him, he will do anything, or she, to be cured, to remove the hardship and the effect of the magic, subhanAllah. And he said, if you cure your with magic, that means this is shaitan's deed. But here there's details to show what the shaitan's deed or shaitan's actions from the halal way. So curing, nashra and nushra mean to cure the magical spell. All right. So now, curing it with magic is haram, is batil. Meaning to go to a magician to remove the sihr. Clear? So may Allah protect us. This happened to me, I can go to a magician to cure me. This is haram, this is shaitan's action, the hadith of Rasulullah and every single scholar. To go to a magician to move the hardship. Why? So this one, the nushra mentioned, is one of the shaitan's actions. He said, basically, so you go there to the shaitan because people said it's necessity. He said, subhanAllah, necessity. You're going to fall into a shirk to remove the magic? No, I'd rather to be in the magic rather than to fall into a shirk. Because there is no way to be cured from the effect of magic unless you commit shirk, unless you commit kufr. Because the shaitan, the magician is not going to help you unless you follow his commands. As he followed the shaitan's command, that's why he is able to do sihr and to remove the sihr. And a lot of times you go to sheikh, to go to raqi, they cannot cure you. It's hard. They will, inshallah, but it's hard. You go to some of those people, they cure you. Anyone knows why?
Because they were the ones who put the spell on you.
Because they put the spell on you, and they have connection with the shayateen. Make sense? They have good connection. That's not good connection, of course. So, subhanAllah, the thing is, rather to be affected by magic and seeking the reward for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, much, much better, or there's no comparison, than going to the magician and so on. So the thing is, we need to understand not to go there to these people. This is from the shaitan's action, as Ibn Qayyim rahimahullah said, and many others, subhanAllah. He said, what kind of good you get in ours, something will cause you to lose your deen by curing yourself of magic and subhanAllah, and to remove the spells and so on. So it shows here how sincere the person is by seeking refuge in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala against such a thing. So we have to place our trust in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala fully. As Allah said, وَمَا هُمْ بِضَارِّينَ بِهِ مِنْ أَحَدٍ إِلَّا بِإِذْنِ اللَّهِ. I think there's a lady with some stuff outside. She have some meat. Can you, one of you get it? Yeah. So the thing is here, it said, وَمَا هُمْ بِضَارِّينَ بِهِ مِنْ أَحَدٍ إِلَّا بِإِذْنِ اللَّهِ. They cannot harm anyone unless Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala allow it to happen. Same thing, the cure. The shaitan is not going to be able to cure that magician unless Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala allow this to happen. Without the permission of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, it's not going to happen. So we need to understand, so we have to place our trust in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala fully, because everything in the hand of Allah. Kul shay. Under the control of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So Abu Dawood was mentioned in the hadith, he said, Imam Ahmad was asked about the nushra. He said, Ibn Mas'ud, the companion, hates all that stuff. And the Sahaba, remember, yakrah, the Sahabas, when they hear the word yakrah, means haram. Disliked, according to Sahaba's way, when he said yakrah, so he hates something, that means haram. Usually makruh, disliked, not recommended. But when comes that Sahaba, it's its way, this is the thing. Become makruh, dislike means haram. So Ibn Mas'ud said, it's all haram from the shaitan. As you hang in the amulets and the other stuff, subhanAllah, which is we have to clarify the other thing. Imam Bukhari mentioned that Qatada was mentioned, said, he told Ibn Musayyib, meaning Sa'id ibn Musayyib, which is one of the leaders of the Tabi'een, said, رَجُلٌ بِهِ طُبْ رَجُلٌ بِهِ طُبْ, which is a man was affected with magic. All right? So he said, man, and he said, أَوْ يُؤَخَّذُ عَنْ امْرَأَتِهِ, meaning there's two types of sihr. We said two types. One of them, sihr sarf, or sihr atf. Sihr sarf, to separate wife from husband. Sarf, separate wife from her husband. Sihr, this is, women does that. Some people, when they see people they're getting along together, then they do the sihr to separate wife from her husband. The other type of sihr, that are magic, atf. Wife does that to the husband, or vice versa. Go to the magician, so the husband will love her. So we have two types of sihr. So the thing is here, said a man, he affected with magic, subhanAllah, should he do this? So basically, should he go to a magician to cure him? Said definitely, no way. But he can go to a raqi, as the other type of nushra with the cure, by going to the proper channel, which is going to the raqi, which is cure according to the book of Allah and the sunnah of Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So we have to have this thing. There's two types of ruqyah. One of them, we go to the magician, and then they do all the stuff they're doing. It's all haram. Or you go to a person. That person will help out through the book of Allah and the sunnah of Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Of course, there's some kind of like a medicine, if you want to put it this way, which is they give some herbs and so on, because some magic will affect you physically. So there's no problem, according to Ibn al-Qayyim rahimahullah, to take some kind of herbs to cure the magic with this stuff, subhanAllah. Herbs, يعني حشيش, دواء, مش حشيشة. Yeah, herbs. أعشاب, نعم. So he said, Rasul sallallahu, and the dalil for this, Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam told the Sahaba, اعرضوا علي رقاكم, show me how do you make ruqyah. So he said, no problem as long as there's no shirk in it. The ruqyah is fine as long as there's no shirk. So subhanAllah, because some people they commit shirk or bid'ah. We need to make sure you go into the person to he does things according to the deen. The moment he's saying some things you're not understanding, because a lot of people they make this room and that room, like they promote for this guy, and he's good and he's in the sunnah, he is bearded and we're probably kufi and all the stuff. You go there and he goes, you don't know what he's saying, right? The moment you hear him talk like this, no, or saying the shaitan's name or names you never heard of, no, this is one of them. What we should do? Make you turn and leave. Doesn't matter how much people are praising that person. Immediately, the moment you see him saying things or acting different in the right way, you turn and leave and expose that person, subhanAllah. And remember, that's Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَمَن يَتَوَكَّلْ اللَّهِ فَهُوَ حَسْبُهُ. أَلَيْسَ اللَّهُ بِكَافٍ عَبْدَهُ. So if you place your trust in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah will be sufficient for you. Allah will suffice you. Said Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will suffice his slave. So right away, immediately, instantly, when you see that person, he's saying things not understandable, make you turn and leave, subhanAllah. And even though the people that he shows like he one of the righteous people, Ahlul Salah and so on, you move away and move on. But the thing is, you go, so we allowed to go to Iraqi to seek ruqya when you hear things said by the Quran and the Sunnah, as Imam al-Hasan al-Basri said, لا يحل السحر إلا ساحر. But he mean even though, like, if you want to translate it exactly, that means you should go to Sahar. Of course, Hasan al-Basri wouldn't go there. He said they will never remove the magic spells anyone beside a person and the Sunnah. Because the Sahar, the magician, going to make it worse for you. So if you are affected, you have two choices: patience and place your trust in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and do it on your own by doing things. For example, we said if you eat 6-7 days every morning from the ajwa, there's no magic can affect you. Zero. You don't come to the sheikh, tell him you don't wear hijab, you wear pants, or you don't come to the making salah, and you never been in the masjid for the brothers, and they have nothing to do with the deen, and said, can you make ruqya for me? If the whole ummah make ruqya, it's not going to work for him. He need to follow the deen. Do the morning dhikr, evening dhikr, enter the bathroom dhikr, eat in 7 days. Fear in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Then definitely overcome the magic and so on. So that sahir, so that we have this, we have two options. You go to the sahir, haram definitely, and committed shirk and kufr. Doesn't matter what that person is going to do for you, because the sahir is your enemy. Because he deals with the shaitan, as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned, the shaitan lakum adu, fattakhidhuhu aduwa. Shaitan is your enemy, take him as an enemy. Done. So then the moment you go to the magician, the sahir, the magician, as you go into your enemy is not going to help you. No way. So he loves to see you the way you are. Unless you commit the shirk and kufr, he would help you. Then you become part of the team. And the only option you go to, the person who fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And going to the sahir, it's haram, whether you go in person, or through Zoom call, or through phone call, or through emails, or whatever, video channels, YouTube channels, doesn't matter what you do, going to the sahir, all haram, reach the level of shirk and kufr. All what you have to do, one choice, which is to seek it through the ruqya shari, inshallah. We'll stop right here, inshallah, because we took so long for the fundraiser. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept from the one who donated and reward the one who making dua and he was sitting and attend the gathering, inshallah, and help us all to do more and more for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. هذا والله أعلم. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا